anyway, so she's the God Killer. She basically, and Hades is like, no, I want you to join me because look at these people. They're so easy. I just make suggestions and they're just, oh my god, I need to do this to kill these people. And they're going to self-destruct, blah, 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 this. And it's basically just the ending. I can understand why the ending's, this is the weakest part, because it's such a typical, it's so typical of these films, where this one actually had, unlike, I will say, unlike a lot of the Marvel movies, especially lately, this one actually had a decent story going into the third act, and the third act was just literally nothing but action scene for action scene. While these four guys are trying to stop the plane, and eventually Steve's like, "Hey, we need to stop this thing. How can we do it?" And they're like, "Well, we don't know. We can't crash it because the gas will get leaked out and kill like 50 kilometers around it. They can't just blow it up at the airport they're at, because the same thing that we need to freaking." So the only thing they do is, since it's all flammable because it's mixed with hydrogen. I don't mix these things. I'm not a chemist. I'm sure hydrogen's used in a lot of poisons. Anyway, so he decides, okay, I need to fly this thing out of here. I'll deal with it. So they make a way for him, and he gets into the plane. Meanwhile, on the ground, Diana's getting her ass kicked by Hades. Ares. So she's getting her ass kicked by Ares, who still going on about, join me, Diana. These people don't deserve you, and they deserve your disgust and your hate. And he pulls over. He's like got her tied down with tank treads. And he's like, you're so weak. Look at you. Blah 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 this. And then she did learn. Steve told her that before the tire treads, was going to go into the plane and had to destroy the plane, and was trying to say goodbye to her, but she couldn't really hear him because Ares threw a bunch of grenades at her. She threw a missile at him, and she got thrown back. Needless to say, that kind of knocked her out. Well, it didn't knock her out, but ears ringing. So anyway, she couldn't really hear him at the time, and he's like, leaves her his watch. So he goes to the plane, takes off. She's tied up. She somehow recalls the discussion they did have, which I can't tell. Don't know if it was. Come to think about it, don't know if I'd have to watch it again. I don't know if it was the ears ringing or because of all the explosions going on that they played it up so the audience couldn't hear it. And then she sees the plane explode because he just shot one of the bombs and it blew up, thus causing him that chain reaction. So he's dead. She sees this, recalls the conversation, and freaks out, smashes out of the treads, beats and kills a bunch of Germans to save the other three, and ends up about ready to throw a tank at Ares when Ares pulls over Dr. Poison, and he's like, "Go ahead, kill her, do it, kill her. Only now do you know the power of man, the true power of mankind, and kill her, and your journey to the dark side will be complete. Thank you, Palpatine." So yeah, Ares has a Palpatine moment. Unfortunately, he didn't go over too well because Diana's like, no, I'm not doing this, because she... no, it was actually at this point where she recalls what was talked about. So she hears Steve's voice and she lets Dr. Poison go, and it's got this really... It's like seriously, she's got this really nasty, like, Two-Face thing on her jaw, which is why she had all that, the puppeteering puppet mask. So she does that. Ares is pissed. Ares is like, "Okay, if you will not join, so be it. Diana, if you will not join me, you will be destroyed." And he doesn't do the whole lightning thing, although he might as well have. And because he plunges himself at her, she basically knocks him out of the way, and eventually, she uses the cuffs. She uses the cuffs to cause a explosion, cause half god. Ares is like trying to use lightning and all this. He does use lightning. Oh my god, he is Palpatine. He is Palpatine in this movie. Holy shit. So he starts using lightning and trying to kill her and all this stuff, because he's like, I've had enough. And she ends up eventually just using her, jumping up in the air and doing a better Superman punch than Superman did in Man of Steel and Justice League, and blows him up. Is he dead? Is he just in pieces? Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm hearing the new movies kind of in a little bit of typical we're having issues type of deal, but what else is new in Hollywood? So basically, Ares is dead. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Everybody gets up. Germans are taking their stuff off, masks off, and like, what the heck? So, yeah. And then they, her and the remaining three guys, her three friends, the Chief, SHAZAM, and Charlie, all are in London, and they're at the board, kind of giving their respects to Steve. And then we cut back, and where she is now, where she types a little message to Bruce thanking him for the picture. And that's pretty much it. That's it. I will say this, I was curious about this movie because so many people were saying how good it was. And to be honest, yeah, it was pretty good. It was a ton better than freaking Justice League. What fucking Snyder and Goyer wrote her and the Amazons in Justice League is such a freaking waste. So, next time I come to DC Universe, I will be doing Aquaman. Hopefully, sometime. But yeah, I thought final thoughts are this was a good movie. I thought it was good throughout. I don't think the third act was as bad as what people were saying it was. But yeah, I mean, what else? So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.